We all listen to the same podcasts. We watch the same YouTube channels. Everybody's telling you they're going to unlock the secrets of the universe. They'll have you drinking from the fountain of youth. You're going to grow a third arm and be able to sit all day on your throne of glory eating Cheez-Its. Then you start your website and nobody comes. There's no community. There's nobody there. It's a lot like a ghost town. Anybody want to read my blog?
Just a boy, I wanna hear you talk, counting sheep to pass the time.
So I want to tell you a little bit of a story. When I started ImprovePhotography.com, Facebook was absolutely hot. It was the place to be to build a community online. And when I would make posts, it would actually go out to the people who followed me on my Facebook fan page. And I grew the Improve Photography Facebook fan page to over 600,000 fans. And it was fantastic. I could make one post saying I have a new article up, and wham, I would get 10,000 page views like that. But there was a huge problem, a massive problem with this business model. I was not in control. And sure enough, just like everybody thought would happen at some point, Facebook began to take the people that I had sent over to Facebook from my website and encourage them to like my Facebook fan page. And suddenly, I couldn't contact them anymore. I'd make a post on that Facebook fan page and it would go out to 50% of the audience, then 20 a few weeks later, and then a couple months later, 10%. And now it's just right around 1 or 2% that is Facebook's goal for when you link to a website that you actually get there. Facebook is not friendly to bloggers. And then everybody, like lemmings, decided, oh, okay, if Facebook fan pages don't work, fine, we'll use Facebook groups. And what's happening now? Now those groups are monetized. And even worse, people are uploading their customer lists, telling Facebook who their customers are, and Facebook is allowing other people to advertise to your customers using your customer list. So Facebook is not somewhere where I would recommend building your community. But right now you're a ghost town. Somebody comes to your website, they leave, and they'll probably never come back. So this video is all about smart ways to build a community around your website, be able to contact people after they leave your website, but to do it in a way that you can control the whole time.
So as you start building your community, which is a great thing to do as you work on this site that's just going to become something amazing in the future, you're going to want to start building a community that you can own. So no matter what changes over time, you can have control over that community of people. A few great options are, one, the basic email list. Now, an email list isn't for every site, but for the sites that want to build community, an email list is a great way to pull somebody in and keep them coming back to your website.
Now, an email list isn't really a conversation.
No.
It's not really a way for people to interact with each other. And so you could even argue that it's not really a community tool, but it is a way to keep people coming back, keep people attached to your brand.
Absolutely. Another one that kind of falls in that same sort of area or same arena would be browser notifications. This is a great tool you can use now where you turn on browser notifications and it says, hey, do you want to receive notifications from this website? People click, yeah, sure. And then when you put out a new blog post and then they open their browser, bing, there's a new blog post from this website.
Again, and it can send significant traffic.
Yeah, it does. It does send significant traffic. So we'll see how long that one lasts. It's a great hook right now. Again, it's a little bit less of a community, but it's a great way to notify people and have them coming back.
Okay, but let's say you want to actually get that interaction, that actual community. If you are going to own it, you're going to need your own version of Facebook or Twitter or whatever other social media network. And that can be pretty tricky. I really feel that there's a huge need in the industry right now for better tools for building a community that you actually own.
And it's like on the website.
Exactly. Forums are so old. Nobody wants to sign up for a forum. It's like registering to go into Blockbuster Video.
Yeah.
Just so you can be a part of this community. But there are some good, more modern options. One that we use for Project 24 is Discourse. They power our kind of a forum, I guess, if you want to call it that. But it feels very modern and clean. It's very nice. And that's a great way for people to interact with you, a great way to be able to contact people. And there's a mobile app, which is key, something that a lot of forums are missing out on. So it would be an awesome idea for you to launch something like this on your site. The problem is launching something like this really early on when you have no traffic. It's just going to be more of a ghost town. And with social media, a ghost town is especially ugly looking. So you may need to borrow a platform to get started. And for that, the two that I'm most excited about right now are Reddit and YouTube.
Absolutely.
Now, these can absolutely become Facebooks of the future. Absolutely, they could be turned off and just have no value in a few years. But right now, they're working. And so if you use them in a smart way now, and you make YouTube and posts on your articles, trying to get people to sign up for your email list, constantly trying to get more hooks in them, I think it's an okay way to borrow a platform for a short amount of time.
Absolutely. It's kind of the in-between. It's your YouTube channel, right? You can create your own subreddit, but again, it's a platform that you're borrowing and a platform that could change. The very foundation of that platform could change. And so don't build your entire community there, and make sure that as you use that community, there's always a call to action back to your website so that people from that community will always know where to find you on your website.
Now, I know some people right now are thinking, wait, what about Pinterest too? I think Pinterest is a perfectly valid way of getting traffic too. It's just not really a community.
It's not a community.
They initially tried to do that, to make it more interaction and commenting on pins, and that's really all gone away. Now it's really more of just a visual search engine.
You're still in a ghost town. Even building up a YouTube channel at this point is gonna feel pretty empty, pretty dead, and that's okay. But in this phase of your website, you have a fantastic opportunity to go borrow other people's communities. Facebook, you stole from us. Now we're stealing back
Absolutely.
from you. You can go find a group, a Facebook group, multiple Facebook groups in your industry, in your niche.
Do not send them traffic. That's not what we're saying.
Absolutely not. You go to those groups and you participate in those groups and you get terrific content from those groups. This is fantastic. One of the best ways that we found to get stellar content in the early days and to get people over to your website and gain early supporters on your website is to go into a Facebook group and ask a question. Say, hey, I'm a blogger. Here's my website. I want to write a post about this topic. I want to ask this question. And then you go and you post your question like a poll in Facebook. And you get 10, 20, 100 people who are in that industry who are going to give you their opinion on that topic. Well, now you just did a poll of 100 people in an industry. That's fantastic content for your website. And when you're done, you go back to that Facebook group and say, hey guys, the blog post is live. Thanks for your participation in my poll. And now all these people who participated, they're going to go check it out. And chances are many of them will come back over and over again.
One of my most successful posts on improved photography was the photography lessons that 98 photographers wish they would have learned sooner. And I just did that, just posted and said, hey, what's a tip you wish you would have learned sooner, you advanced photographers? And they just did it, and it's like almost copy and paste, just putting it into a blog post. And it just went crazy because it was just 98 helpful tips from other photographers that did really, really well. But you can borrow not just their ideas, you could also get some great multimedia content from there.
That's right. We had, one of our students that we worked with a while back was building a brand new website, and he said, I'm brand new to this niche. I don't have the money yet to really get into it the way I want to. I'm learning about it and writing about it as I learn. How am I supposed to get good photos?
Yeah, because some industries, there are great stock photos. Others, there aren't.
In this one, there was nothing. It was dead. And so I said, well, why don't you go to a Facebook group participate in the group, ask questions, be involved. And when you find somebody that posts a picture, say, hey, I'd love to borrow your picture for my blog. Would you be willing to let me use it? Overwhelmingly, people said, yes, absolutely. Feel free to use my photo on your website. He got so many photos from his website just by posting on Facebook and asking people, hey, can I get some photos? I'm a blogger in this space and I just love to get photos of your, whatever it was.
Yeah, and that's so much of a better way to get those people who participated to know about your site and to recommend it and talk about it, because they're kind of a part of it.
Credit them in the photo, man. They'll be so happy.
Absolutely. If you're not like a professional photographer or something, people are cool. People are happy to be featured on a blog.
Yep.
So it's not only giving you great content, it's bringing those initial people to your site.
Remember, it's a really good thing that this phase of your website exists, and being in this phase gives you terrific opportunities. You can do things on your website that the big websites just can't do anymore.
Yeah, try to find a contact form for Income School. You won't. We wish we could. We wish we could work with everybody, but it's simply not possible. I mean,
Not
we
anymore.
would absolutely get 200 emails in a day, and it would be a full-time job just responding to them.
Right.
We can't do it. So after your site reaches a certain level, there will be lots of very helpful things that you can't do anymore. You think everything's going to be better when your site gets bigger, but that's not necessarily the case. So take advantage of it right now and be that very helpful, awesome community.